Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one, between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now another. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his first pass is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Snyder. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Back to throw. Snyder firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And they'll go on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build on. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now some movement
Green
before
39.
the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Rams have got it back.
Practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
But typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
A try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let's go! Blue, landed!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go! 3-19!
Off play action. Snyder. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Over the middle, complete. It's Lang. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. Snyder. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat. No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Set. Blue landed.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On the ground, it's Geis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Shifts past him at the 45. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Snyder got his man complete over the middle. That's Lang. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down. Snyder, and it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the gun, Snyder, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to walk into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Green 39.
Off the play fake. Snyder. He spins free. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off play action. Snyder. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of gas.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got Walters. Big catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And they'll run it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Off the bootleg. Snyder eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Off the play fake. Snyder. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Snyder. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Airing this one out for Evans. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken in at the 11. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Hot. Hot.
On 1st down, Snyder. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on 2nd down. Snyder going deep here for Parker. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, The winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw again. Snyder over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Forced out to his left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green!
On 1st and 10, Snyder. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on 1st down. Snyder throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snyder, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense.
What's up, my niggerello?
As he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
What, the post office shit? What the hell they talking about?
Unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Oh, okay.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You was gonna be the assistant mayor nigga. Yeah.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Never wrong being assistant mayor nigga, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Money assistant teacher.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive,
they been fucking with me on the game, man. I hate this D nigga, man. They been fucking up all my passes and shit with they sock chewing ass.
No more. We're making a stand right here, right now.
They done hurt my tight end. They knocked this dick in the dirt.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hell yeah, boy. In the Coochie Chocolate. We've been trying to stick it in the Coochie Chocolate. They ain't trying to hit.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He's got the first down inside
Shit.
10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window,
Nigga be squeezing up and through there, boy.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts.
Homogeneous mix.
Defense without using them.
What the hell you looking at?
Back to throw. Snyder, flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Bro, what the fuck just happened? Look at this play. Oh, his knee was down. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wow.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Show you how to shift your running back from left to right. What you mean? I'm still not understanding. Right. Oh, son of a bitch. He did that with the defensive end. No. I'm talking about the way he did this interception I just threw. That was defensive end that dropped right there and got that motherfucker.
Going back to when they were in youth football and in high school, they didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Damn, that's fucked up.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
All right, hold
last
on.
time they were very fortunate this offense.
So you say how do I show you how to shift your running back to block, or how do you set them up to block?
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines?
Bitch ass nigga. Right.
That kind of a deficit,
You want to learn how to make them stay home? Oh, okay.
What we've seen all game with them, isn't it?
Yeah. Now they dig in the dirt. Yeah.
Afternoon to forget, absolutely.
That nigga got a net roll on, cuz. You don't want to get hit by that, man.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it
All right.
but that drive
So we
still
gonna go.
insane.
Let's run a formation that you'll probably run. Let me see what we got here. Alright, we got that shit right.
That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And it looks like this will be the
Alright,
last play
now,
before the 2-minute warning.
I'm gonna open it up so you can see all the route combination. Okay. So you see the running back is gonna do a swing route. Instead of him doing that swing route, because I'm never gonna look at that to even throw it to him, I'm gonna press triangle. Hold on, be quiet. I'm gonna press triangle. I'm gonna press right one, and then right two. That's gonna leave him in the block.
Snyder, and down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jeremiah Tauchu.
Now you'll see what he do in a second. You'll see how he just stand there, you know what I'm saying, to scan the field and look the block.
So it's Rams
right.
Here
he just didn't put his hands on that nigga. If he put his hands on that nigga, then I'd have had a couple more seconds to throw that bitch. On this one, he is designed to block. Now I'm going to send him in a route.
To throw on second down. Snyder drops it underneath. Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also
now you see how instead of making them block, them niggas blitzed over there on that side. He wide open. Boom, boom, boom.
To make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup.
The icons, yeah, it show you everything you need to see. Yeah, the running back, you got to hit whatever coincide with him. It's either going to be triangle or R1, and then you hit R2 to make him do a design, stay in, and block. Yeah.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check,
God damn it, I should have ran that play. God damn it, I should have ran that play.
He's still down and looking very slow to get up.
God damn it, I shouldn't have ran that play.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Yeah, man. Come on, son.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Damn,
getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback,
most
of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Green 39.
They'll run it now. Out we go. No gain on the play that time.
No, Sean. Oh, God damn it! God damn it!
He's definitely one of the better linebackers in the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Oh, my God, Sean. Oh.
And his kick here is good. Will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points.
It's 2 people watching the game, Mike. I don't know. God damn it.
As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, I'm over here crying. These ain't no motherfucking tears of no goddamn clown either.
The end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay
These ain't no fucking tears of no fucking clown.
down big here late. I don't
Oh my God. It was a stupid play, bro. I should have ran that fucking play. That was all my fault. Oh. They trying to fuck me. You're trying to fuck me.
Some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
Oh my goodness, dog.
Put this one behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it over the middle.
Damn, Shawty. That is,
Tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside box and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. And now for this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
oh my God, Mikey. What the fuck, Sean?
Good, but 1st and 10 here.
You got to have some integrity, cuz. On the commissioner, cuz. You got to have some integrity, cuz.
And a timeout again. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Oh my God. Ah, that shit got my neck tight as hell over here. That nigga just threw for almost 6,000 yards, girl.
Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my God.
Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried.
But that nigga threw for almost 6,000 yards.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action,
Usage rate.
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Let's go, Galen. Let's go. Way to close the game out, Galen.
And they're moving on to the
Damn, Shawty. Damn. Give me 3 weeks at least. Maybe they didn't throw an elbow. What you think?
Unfortunately for the other team, a tough end.
We heard Jameis Winston on the first play of the game. That nigga ain't we done had the back up in the game the whole time, y'all.
NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition in LA.
Damn. It hit that nigga on his non-throwing elbows, y'all. It hurt my nigga shit, man. Oh my gosh, y'all. How in the fuck? Why my nigga hurt, y'all? Why, Lord? Why? Why? He took some big hits in the game, though. God damn it, man. Oh, let's see what the injury report say. Goddamn. Oh, God.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
3 weeks, alright.
Look at them. They're making it in America.
That's Super Bowl. He come back Super Bowl. That's Super Bowl. I just gotta make it to the Super Bowl now. Oh goddamn. Oh my god. How the hell both of them niggas act? What the fuck? My backup quarterback at 87 though. He a rookie though. That nigga, man. What the fuck stick, man? I'll be here. Yeah. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club.